Rotation is about to come in, and in this video I bring you 4 budget-friendly decks that are ready for the post-rotation world. Let's get into it. First, I want to acknowledge the existence of 2 decks that I'm not going to talk about, which are Amber Amethyst, which is super strong with Dale, with Dumbo, with Demona, Hades, and that's precisely why I don't want to talk about it, because it is full of legendaries, and a lot of other people are talking about it. Second deck that I'm not going to talk about is Ruby Amber Toys, because again, it's full of legendaries, Dale, Woody, Seed. I acknowledge these 2 decks exist, they are very good, but that's not what I'm here for. I'm here for the spice, I'm here for the budget friendliness. That being said, let's talk about Locations. Locations is a deck that has been making a lot of good results on the set sums lately, and it's a really fun deck. I've been trying to make a Location deck work for a while, and suddenly it actually works. So I'm super happy that this deck is rotation safe, and the only card that we really are gonna miss is Dog, because Dog is really good. So instead, my suggestion to replace Dog is to use the Amazu Inkcaster. This card is amazing. I love it. And it basically is a draw 1 per turn for 1 ink. It's just great. Here's the list I'm looking at right now. This deck list is done with exclusively the cards we have right now. All the new cards are not included because they were not revealed at the recording of this video. And of course, I will be doing separate videos for each one of these decks. Second deck I want to talk about is Mulan Support. This deck is super fun. There was a comment that put me into this. Turns out Frank Karsten is the one that first designed this deck. It's built around support characters and Mulan, so she can actually gain a lot of lore in a single turn. You also have Gadget to give all your support characters extra questing power, and then you also have Alice and the Ranger Plane to give all your characters support. You got some ward characters that are really good, and that's basically the plan. What do we miss? We miss basically you came back, which is a shame because that's how you win in a single turn. And here's a list that tries to build around without having this. Deck number 3. This deck is currently my most popular deck in Inkborn. It has about 5,000 views and over 100 hearts. So thank you very much for supporting this deck. This is Emerald Steel, Discard and Damage. This deck loses a couple of pieces, mostly again Dog is what we're missing the most. This deck is going to switch from Dog as a draw engine to double down on Elinor, because we are putting Elinor as the way to draw. She also pings for 1, so our plan is to put more things that ping for 1. For example, Buzz Lightyear, maybe Merida. There's a lot of cards that can be in and out, so this deck has a lot of 2-offs, so you can experiment putting more of them or less. Dinky is another very interesting piece that can find a home in this deck right now. I've seen a couple of new reveals in the DLC with the new discard ability for self-discard. That is probably going to be a deck, and I will be talking about that. And finally, my personal favorite, my pet deck, which is Support Dax. This is my most viewed video at the moment, and it's a deck that I just love. You're gonna get the 3 nephews, you're gonna get your Gadget, you're gonna get your Rapunzel. Here's a version of the Support Dax deck. It loses Visions and Sail, but you really didn't need it that much, and that's it. These are 4 decks that I think are gonna be really fun post-rotation. They're probably gonna get better as soon as Attack on the Vine gets released. I will be making more videos about each one of these decks individually, so subscribe to the channel to join the Misfits crew and be in the know for when these videos drop. And then, until next time.